In this video, you'll learn extra tips for using Google Analytics, along with extra resources you can use to learn even more about digital analytics. This is the 6th lesson in my Google Analytics training series. And if you're new to this series, then please check out the other lessons. I've included links to them in the description below this video. Let's begin with extra tips for using Google Analytics. My first tip is to ensure all of your inbound marketing is tracked correctly into Google Analytics. This is an important step for inbound traffic that isn't coming from Google Ads, so your email campaigns and any other ads you're running. Let's take a look. We're looking at Google's Campaign URL Builder. You can use this tool to create tagged links for your inbound marketing campaigns. I've included a link to this tool in the description below this video. And just to highlight, you can access this tool without logging into your account. To start, we need to enter the landing page we want to send people to on our website. Next is Campaign ID, which lets you provide your own identifier for your campaign. It is optional, but if you want to import advertising cost data into Google Analytics, then you will need to define this for your campaign tagged URLs. We can then enter the campaign source. You should name the source based on where the message will be seen. Next, we need to enter the campaign medium. This should be named based on how the message will be communicated. Then there is campaign name, which is optional, but I generally recommend naming your campaign so that you can see this in your report. The campaign name lets you define the overarching initiative. There are also 2 additional campaign tags we can define. These are campaign term and campaign content. Campaign term is designed for tracking third-party paid search campaigns. For example, if you're running search ads on Bing, you can use this to report on the keywords that are sending traffic to your website. And campaign content lets you report on different ads or calls to action you're using in your campaigns. Whatever we define for these tags will be reported into Google Analytics when someone clicks through to our website. Ideally, we want to apply campaign tags to all of the inbound links sending traffic to our website. The more inbound links we tag, the easier it is to see how our campaigns are performing. In my example, we can see I'm going to be tracking an ad on LinkedIn that sends people to my website. I've entered linkedin.com as the source and paid as the medium. Below the campaign tags we've entered, we can see a long URL that includes the landing page we defined at the start, along with the campaign tags. We can then copy and paste this URL. For our example, this would be the URL we use in our ad on LinkedIn. When people click on the link in the ad, they're directed to our landing page, and Google Analytics will report on the values for source, medium, and campaign. My next tip is to import key events from Google Analytics into your linked Google Ads account. This lets you view conversion data in Google Ads from your key events. Let's head to Google Ads to look at how we do this. Before you can complete the steps we're about to cover, you will need to ensure Google Ads is linked to Google Analytics. If you missed the tutorial where we covered these steps, you can find a link to watch it in the description below this video. The other thing you'll need to check is that the key event you want to use to track conversions has been configured in Google Analytics. Since I've completed both of these steps, let's navigate to Goals and select Summary under Conversions. You'll see any existing conversions listed here, and to import our conversion, let's click Create Conversion Action. And let's select Import on the right. Now let's choose Google Analytics 4 Properties, and then Web. Now let's click Continue. You'll now see a list of all the key events you can import from your linked Google Analytics property. We just need to enable the key event or events we want to import. Then click Import and Continue. And let's click Done. Moving forward, we'll begin to see conversions based on key events reported directly inside our Google Ads account. You will need to wait until someone clicks through from one of your ads and converts before you see it reported in Google Ads. You can also click the name of the conversion you've imported to adjust some of the settings. This lets you adjust how the conversion is used for optimization in Google Ads, the conversion value, how conversions are counted, and more. Once people have converted from your ads, you'll be able to see this reported in your account. My next tip is to use my free Google Analytics checklist to ensure you have everything configured correctly for your property. This is a great resource to use even if you've been using Google Analytics for a while. Let's take a look. This is my Google Analytics checklist, and it includes a range of things to check for your Google Analytics property. It includes things we've covered in this tutorial series and more. If you're getting started, you can review the points under Planning. You'll find additional points to review under Implementation, Setup and Configuration, Technical Setup, Campaign Tracking, E-commerce, and more. I've included a link to download my checklist in the description below this video. And it's a good idea to review the checklist every 6 to 12 months to ensure everything continues to be set up correctly in your Google Analytics property. Okay, now that we've covered extra tips, I want to share extra resources you can use to continue learning even more about Google Analytics. First up is the Google Analytics Help Center. The Help Center has articles covering how to get started, through to steps for configuring advanced features and customizing reports. It also includes Google Analytics announcements that let you view the most recent updates the Google Analytics team have made to the product. In the Help Center, you can also select the Community tab. This is a great place to ask questions about Google Analytics and search through all of the other questions people have asked. Apart from Google's resources, I also recommend watching my Google Tag Manager tutorial series where I cover the steps to implement Google Analytics and other tags. There's a whole series of lessons that will take you from the basics of Google Tag Manager through to more advanced ways you can manage your implementation. I also recommend checking out the learning resources I've put together. They include articles, PDF guides, and my other videos. I've included links to my resources in the description below this video. And when you're ready to learn even more about Google Analytics, check out my course. My Google Analytics course will take your skills and knowledge to the next level. My course includes lessons, walkthroughs, quizzes, and practical exercises. You will learn best practice techniques for setting up, customizing, and using Google Analytics. Once you're up and running with Google Analytics, as I mentioned, I recommend reviewing your implementation and setup every 6 to 12 months. You might find opportunities to adjust the data you're collecting, tweak your reports, or enable new features. And don't forget you can find a link to join my full Google Analytics course in the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.